What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Independent Experience. I'm IndyXP, and we're coming to you this morning, Monday, March 23rd, 2020. I know that a lot of you guys are probably stuck inside in quarantine. I just wrapped up 9 days inside, and it does not get any easier. Let me tell you that. But today I am going back to work. I am super pumped about that, as much as one can be to go back to work. Let's go ahead and take a look at the overnight markets and see where we're going to be starting the day off at. As of 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, check local listings. Gold is just under $1,500, currently at $14.9604. Silver is up 1 penny at $12.74, giving us a ratio of 117.45. We've seen a little bit of a bump in platinum. It's up at $622.91. And palladium is back up over $1,700, currently at $17.0910. In other metals markets, rhodium is going to be starting the week off at $5,000. Copper and aluminum both saw hits overnight, but have started to rebound. Copper is down 6.5 cents, currently at $2.10. Aluminum is currently at 71 cents. Barrels of crude oil are starting to see a small amount of loss. Barrels are currently at 22.45. Both the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ, of course, we saw losses on those Friday, as we reported Friday night. The Dow is going to be starting the week off at 19,173.98. The NASDAQ will be starting off the week at 6,879.52, and the S&P 500 will be starting the week off at 2304.92. We're going to get to an article on the markets here in just a moment. Bitcoin, if you guys trade in Bitcoin, Bitcoin is up slightly. It is currently at 58.5388. And if you happen to trade in the Utah Gold back, it is currently $2.74. Real quick, we're going to add in something to the stack today, and that would be a 2017 American Silver Eagle. I picked this up at my monthly coin show this past a couple weekends ago, I guess it was now. So yeah, you guys know, if you guys been following my channel, you know I've been working on a tube of these. Unfortunately, I think that might slow down some here. I don't think I'm going to be able to stack very many American Silver Eagles here anytime soon. There is quite the shortage. But we had 8. Whoa. Had 8, and now we have 9. So you know what that means. What do you guys think? About time for some jingle jangle? Hey, make us feel a little bit better. Everybody loves that jingle jangle. Whew. Love it. Love it. Those are going in the tube. There we go. Come on now. There we go. All right. 9 in the tube, baby. Let's go ahead and talk about the Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and S&P real quick. We'll pull up an article from CNBC. This is from just a few minutes ago. U.S. stock futures dropped again as Wall Street waits for Washington to agree on economic stimulus and rescue plan to cushion blow from the coronavirus outbreak. If you guys didn't know, the Senate voted late last night on a rescue package. It did not pass. For some reason, the Democrats think that now all of a sudden they're not about giving away money. You know, that's been their whole platform for like 100 years, that they want to give stuff away. and now all of a sudden the Republicans want to give something away, and they're not on board with it. I think obviously I'm disillusioned with both sides of the aisle, but Democrats have got to be the dumbest bunch in the world. I don't understand them at all, and why they think that they are so much smarter when they're not. It just blows my mind. Anyway, I digress. Back to the article. As of 6:15 a.m. Eastern Time, Dow Jones Industrial Average Futures pointed to a Monday opening loss of more than 500 points. S&P 500 futures were off by nearly 3%, and the NASDAQ 100 futures had declined 2.6%. Futures were well off their worst levels from overnight sessions. Earlier, futures hit their limit down levels, falling 5% downside. Downside limits of future contracts are implemented to ensure orderly market behavior. Once trading hits a certain threshold, no trades below that level are allowed, of course. The fiscal stimulus bill failed a key procedural Senate vote Sunday as Democrats warned the measure did not do enough to help workers and too much to bail out companies. Here's the thing, people. You have to give money to companies, because if you give everybody $1,000 and they stay home for a month and the companies go out of business for these people to go back to, then that $1,000 was pretty much pissed away. You have to be able to prop up industries in cases like this. I don't understand why the Democrats have such a hard time grasping this. I think they just want to see more and more people on public assistance so they can control them. That's just my opinion. Earlier, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi had signaled she was not on board with the Republican version of the stimulus plan, saying, "From my standpoint, we're apart." Nobody wants to stand with you anyway, Nancy Pelosi. However, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, Democrat in New York, said disagreements over the bill could be overcome in the next 24 hours, which is good. Okay. Spokesman for Schumer later added the Senate and Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin had a productive meeting, quote unquote. Traders were waiting for any signs of a compromise as negotiations continued into the night. Most coronavirus impacted stocks were lower again Monday in pre-market trading. Carnival Corp shares were off by 10%. Hilton Worldwide had dropped 7%. Boeing shares were off just 0.5% in pre-market trading, outperforming the market as Goldman Sachs made a bold call Sunday evening, telling clients the company had enough cash to survive the coronavirus downturn and the air travel would eventually return. The shares were off 70% this year. Let's see. This article goes on for a while. Short-term shutdowns lead to business defaults, closures, and permanent layoffs. The damage to corporate earnings growth could persist well after the virus is contained. Exactly what I just said. You have to prop up the businesses, or there's nothing for workers to go back to. So this goes on for a while. It talks about National Guard in California, New York, and Washington State being activated. Obviously, those are the three hardest hit states. It makes sense that they would bring them in. This just goes into a lot of other things. So, guys, tell me what you think down in the comments down below. I'd like to know, what you think about the Senate failing to pass the bailout or the stimulus bill. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you guys enjoy today's video, go ahead and consider hitting that thumbs up button right there. And if you happen to be new to the independent experience, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe and jingle bell right there in the corner, bing bong, so you can be notified of when new content is coming out. I've been IndieXP from the Independent Experience, and I'm here once again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.